massive controversy has erupted over Galgotia University's RoboDog fiasco. It all started with the Noida-based varsity patting itself on the back, claiming it had developed and showcased a robotic dog. But the tables turned when Chinese media claimed the university was passing off their RoboDog as its own. The controversy led to a slugfest between the BJP and the Congress. Yes, ma'am.
A robo-dog at India's biggest AI event. A Chinese robo-dog allegedly passed off as its own by Galgotia's university. This has led to a massive row erupting. It all started with the Noida-based university patting itself on the back, claiming that it had developed and showcased a robotic dog at the AI Impact Summit in Delhi. The video went viral online, trying to earn brownie points for the university as its work was lauded. But the tables turned when the Chinese media claimed that the university was passing off their RoboDog as their own. A furious government asked Galgotias to vacate the AI Summit premises immediately, even snapping power supply to the stall.
The government has asked Galgotia University to vacate its pavilion from this expo, and in the wake of these orders, Galgotia University's electricity connection has also been disconnected by the officials of India AI Summit, by the organizers of this summit.
The university, facing flak from all quarters, backtracked on its claims. It said that it had never cited that the RoboDog was an indigenous device.
मैं बता देती हूँ, मैं दोनों चीजें क्लैरिफाई कर देती हूँ। पहली बात तो जो आपकी रील है उसमें उसके फीचर्स बताए जा रहे हैं, उसमें क्लेमिंग ये वो कुछ नहीं कहा गया है। एक जो दूसरा बाइट है उसमें ये कहा गया है कि दिस हैज बीन प्रोक्योर्ड एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी द स्टूडेंट्स वुड डेवलप इन कोलैबोरेशन विद द सेंटर्स ऑफ एक्सीलेंस।
The controversy has further sparked a slugfest between the BJP and the Congress. LOP Rahul Gandhi took up the center of the controversy, calling the summit a disorganized PR spectacle. The government hit back at Rahul Gandhi and accused him of habitually slamming a hugely successful global AI summit.
सरकार खुद घोटाले में फंसे हुए है, खुद का कुछ कर नहीं पाता है। मेक इन इंडिया, स्किल इंडिया, स्टैंड अप इंडिया, स्टार्टअप इंडिया सब कुछ बोला है, कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट किया है।
12 साल नरेंद्र मोदी जी प्रधानमंत्री बनने के बाद इस 12 साल में जितने अच्छे काम किया है, कोई एक बताओ राहुल गांधी अच्छा किया बोल के बोले क्या?
The university is trying every bit to douse the fire, but the damage has been done. With the incident casting a shadow on the AI summit, will more action against the university follow? With Piyush Mishra at Delhi's Bharat Mandapam, Bureau Report, India Today.
News coming in at this point in time. Galgotia's University has apologized amid the RoboDog controversy. Galgotia's University has said in a statement, I'm going to read from that statement. We at Galgotia's University wish to apologize profusely for the confusion created at recent AI summit. One of our representatives manning the pavilion was ill-informed. She was not aware of the technical origins of the product, and in her enthusiasm of being on camera, gave factually incorrect information, even though she was not authorized to speak to the press. We request your kind understanding, as there was no institutional intent to misrepresent this innovation. Understanding the organizers' sentiment, we have vacated the premises. It's a big development, and Piyush is getting in more on that story. Piyush, Galgotia's University putting out that statement on social media, finally saying that, listen, we are sorry, we've been asked to get out, so we are getting out now, and this is something that was avoidable. That's what they're saying.
Well, that's right, Sneha. A statement has been issued by Galgotia University where they have now apologized for this communication, and they are now saying that the person who communicated with media was ill-informed. She was also not authorized to speak to media. She had no information about the technical origins of the product, which has now come into a huge controversy. After issuing this statement in the last, the Galgotia University has also mentioned that according to the instructions those were given by the government, they have now vacated the premises. We have also filed a report from the same pavilion where Galgotia had its stall we have seen, Sneha, that the entire place has now been vacated by Galgotia's Galgotia University. All the officials of Galgotia University have now left that place. The entire pavilion has now been turned into a resting place for visitors. But a lot of controversy has taken place in the last 24 hours. You would remember that yesterday Galgotia University projected a Chinese-based robo dog as its own origin, and after that it faced a lot of flags at social media, following which the government asked Galgotia University to remove their stall from the hall
Well, they
number
were
6 of
defined
Bharat
one day,
Mandapam,
Piyush.
where
In
the
fact,
AI summit-
what was most laughable here is the fact that there was a lie, and then to defend that particular lie, there were 100 other lies, and that was what was playing out since yesterday. The drama was playing out since yesterday. Even when they were asked to vacate, they said, no, listen, we're going for lunch. It's not like we're vacating. The lights, the electricity connection had to be cut off. Literally, they were pushed out.
Absolutely. Absolutely, the electricity connection had to be cut off there at the same pavilion where the Galgotia had their stall. When we confronted them and asked about the government's decision of asking them to leave the pavilion, they were of the view that they have not been communicated by the government. Following which the officials here at Bharat Mandapam had to disconnect the electricity connection of that entire pavilion where Galgotia University had their stall, and after which we saw officials leaving from that place, and now they have issued a statement saying that they apologize for what happened in the last few hours. They are also saying that the person who communicated with media had no information and she was not authorized to speak to media. But it is also important to highlight that Ms. Neha, who was talking to media, is the person from the communication department of Galgotia University. Now Galgotia University is coming out and putting all the blame on the same person. Certainly Galgotia University will have to explain as to why did they not inform their officials about the products which they were putting there for the exhibition. You would also remember, Sneha, that a couple of minutes back, Secretary of Ministry of Information Technology has also made it very clear that all
Yes.
exhibitors will have to showcase products only and only if they know about the details, or if that product if that product
At the
is
end of
their
the day,
own
this has
origin.
caused
So a lot of-
international embarrassment, and that's why that diktat also really from the government at this point in time. Well, the lady on your screens is the communications officer, and now Galgotia says that she wasn't authorized to speak. Then who was is the big question. I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. Piyush getting us those details from Delhi's Bharat Mandapam at this point in time. Let's shift focus now. A major political tremor in the state of Assam, which is poll-bound. Former State Congress Chief Bhupen Bora is set to join the BJP, triggering sharp reactions, charges of Operation Lotus, and an all-out war of words between the Congress and Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. Yes, Mom.
Bhupen Bora, a political heavyweight in the Assam Congress, exits the party just ahead of assembly polls. A setback for the Congress? Seemingly not. At least that is what the party claims. Assam Congress Chief Gaurav Gogoi has accused Bora of surrendering to Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. Gogoi insists Bora's exit will not dent the party and maintain that the Congress will ultimately oust Himanta from power. Congress leaders allege that Operation Lotus has begun in Assam, accusing the BJP of attempting to disrupt and weaken the opposition.
जहां तक अब चुनाव नजदीक है तो ऑपरेशन लोटस शुरू हो गया और साम दाम दंड भेद करके पार्टियों को तोड़ना, ये तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी का शुरू से यही फितरत रहा है। और जो जा रहे हैं उनको मालूम नहीं है कि वहां असम में अब इस बार बीजेपी की सरकार ही नहीं बनेगी।
The BJP is calling Bora a big catch. After days of hectic political activity and failed efforts to placate him, the suspense ended when Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma confirmed that Bora will formally join the BJP on February 22nd. Himanta described the move as a homecoming and called Bora the last major Hindu leader in the Assam Congress, hinting that more leaders could follow.
He is the last recognized Hindu leader in the Congress party. So we are very happy to have him in our party. Our national president, Sri Nitin Nabin, has already approve his joining, and Bhupen Bora will be given all sort of respect, dignity, and will always respect his teacher.
Bora's crossover from Congress to BJP moved swiftly. On February 16 at around 8 a.m., Bora resigned from the Congress. That afternoon at 2 p.m., Gogoi met him in a last-ditch attempt to change his mind. By evening, Bora said he needed time. But on February 17 at 8 p.m., Himanta confirmed the switch. When asked about the exit, Bora says he quit over self-respect, citing leadership failures, confusion over rallies and infighting within the Congress.
Party were divided in 6 groups and they will submit a report that how Congress will go ahead for the forthcoming Panchayat, for the forthcoming assembly. What will be the strategy of the party? Other 5 recommendations from other 5 table under the leadership of other 5 senior leaders never discussed in the party till today.
With elections approaching, Assam's political battlefield is heating up, and this high-profile defection has only sharpened the fight between the Congress and the BJP. Bureau Report, India Today.
In other news, another city, another jilted lover, another cold-blooded murder. A man has murdered his 24-year-old live-in partner in Indore, and chilling details of the crime have now emerged, raising questions about how love becomes entitlement and rejection becomes a trigger for violence, and whether we are recognizing the red flags too late. Here's a report.
They say all is fair in love and war. But when love turns into control, when affection turns into obsession, who pays the price?
नहीं हुआ, छोड़ो, जो हो गया यार।
अरे कैसी बातें कर रहे हो? आपने मारा एक लड़की को, आपकी प्रेमिका थी वो, उसको
छोड़ दो ना, क्या करोगे जान के?
No remorse, no regret. In Indore, a 24-year-old woman has been murdered by the man she loved and trusted. He tied her, gagged her, and then strangled her. What's even more shocking is that the accused not only just killed her, but allegedly violated her body, consumed alcohol beside it, stabbed her in the stomach after she died. In a chilling turn, the police say he later searched online for ways to communicate with spirits and allegedly performed rituals to call her back.
10 तारीख को ये जो है मृतिका को अपने रूम पे ले गए थे द्वारकापुरी थाना क्षेत्र में। वहां पे इनकी 3:30-4 बजे कहासुनी हुई इसी चीज को लेके। इनका आपसी विवाद हुआ। तो उसके बाद लड़के ने जो है रस्सी से मृतिका को स्ट्रैंगुलेट कर दिया, और स्ट्रैंगुलेशन करने के बाद वो वहां पे बैठा रहा। उसने नशा भी किया। उसके बाद उसने डेड बॉडी से भी कुछ दुर्व्यवहार किया, और उसके बाद वो वहां से पनवेल चला गया था ट्रेन से।
The two had reportedly known each other for about a year and were in a relationship. The accused was reportedly insecure and frequently argued with her over marriage. Investigators believe the sequence of events reflects extreme violence and possible psychological instability. Despite the gravity of the crime, the accused allegedly showed no sign of remorse. He says what had to happen has happened.
अच्छा, वहाँ आपने तंत्र मंत्र किया था मुंबई में, बुलाया?
कुछ नहीं किया मैंने।
अच्छा, दर्दनाक तरीके से मारा है तुमने उसको। हुआ अच्छी है, वो चली गई, कैसी बातें कर रहे हो कि कुछ नहीं हुआ? उसके माँ बाप ने उसको पाल पोस के बड़ा किया, आपने उसको जान से मार दिया और बोल रहे हो कि कुछ नहीं हुआ। तो पछतावा नहीं है? इस चीज का पछतावा नहीं है? किसी की बच्ची को मारना?
अच्छे को सबको कारण बताऊंगा अच्छे से।
क्या बताएगा?
टाइम आएगा।
Police say after the murder, he used the victim's phone to send obscene videos to a group, allegedly in an attempt to malign a character and deflect suspicion. He later fled to Maharashtra, where he was arrested. A devastated father now seeks justice.
सख्त से सख्त इस पर कार्रवाई की जाए, डायरेक्ट इसको फांसी की सजा हो, ना कि उम्र कैद, क्योंकि उम्र कैद के बाद फिर वापस इसको कहीं ना कहीं फिर चांसेस होंगे अच्छी कड़ी से। हमारा तो वैसे मानना है कि यार भर चौराहे पे दिया जाए, लेकिन हमारे यहाँ का कानून लचीला है, वो ऐसा काम नहीं करता है, उसको डायरेक्ट फांसी दी जाए।
Another young life lost, another family shattered.
दूसरे जो लड़के हैं उनसे चेट करती थी, इसी बात को लेकर दोनों में विवाद हुआ था। और जो युवती, जो मृतक युवती थी, वो भी कहीं उससे शादी करने की बात आ रही थी कि वो उससे शादी कर रही थी, लेकिन इसके बाद दोनों में जो होता है, जो आरोपी है वो यहाँ आके शराब पीता है। ये 10 फरवरी की बात है जब युवती को जो आरोपी है वो यहाँ लेकर आया था, और ऊपर ये जो आप देख रहे हैं सेकंड फ्लोर पे, इसी में उसका रूम था।
This is not just another crime story. It's a warning. Possessiveness is not love, control is not care, and violence is never passion. With Dharmendra Kumar in Indore, Bureau Report, India Today.